Okay.
Alright.
Are we turning the video off now?
Yeah, you can tell that's cool.
Alright, so... Oh, great, I'm going to have to say people's names. That's going to be horrible. Sorry in advance for butchering people's names. Right, so first question. Avinash, will there be any upgrades in CGI for Venom or any other stunt?
Oh god, yeah. Oh, are they okay? Right. So
Wait, what's the question?
Wait, let's just make this clear, because I don't think any of you guys know either. I'm currently writing a sequel to it, and I know you're like, oh fucking hell, but there's not a lot of work on your part if you want to be a part of it, Andrew. Because one, Craig's dead. Travis, you're dead.
Yep.
Jordan, you're going to Japan, mate.
Yeah, baby.
So Andrew, I'm really talking to you right now. There's not going to be a lot of work on your part because it's a crossover between mine and Heath's film, because Heath's also making a Spider-Man film. And it's called Spider-Man 2 Another World, and it's all about moving on from death. That's the kind of message I want to get across.
How did you twist this from an upgrade of CGI to...
He's obviously talking about a sequel, isn't it? But if you want to find more information about that, that's on the Facebook page. But upgrade CGI, yes. Right. We'll probably, if Jimmy's up for it, we'll get him to animate it. But we'll get someone else to texture it, and I guess the textures is just the nitpick bit, isn't it?
Not just texturing, but the meshes, meshes, you know, meshes on the buildings.
What's the next one?
Our next one is Edgar Bolanos. Sorry about that for butchering him. Hey guys, big fan of your projects. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. My question is if there's going to be new characters besides Spider-Man. Because there was Iron Man cameo in Lost Cause, and I was wondering if he would make an appearance in the movies.
Iron Man would have...
It's a good question.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
I think that'd be quite cool.
It would be really cool, yeah.
Have you got scope in you? What are you thinking new characters-wise, Joe, for the next one?
Well, obviously you don't want to tell people too much, but obviously Eddie Brock's going to be in it, played by my good friend Jack Beasley. So he's going to be one. But I guess we could have some more cameos, and maybe Tony could talk, or maybe Hulk could be a thing. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Hulk could be.
Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but Hulk is kind of a thing in my reality, not yours.
That's amazing.
I do want to say though, Iron Man. Iron Man could be in it. If we found like there's a guy that cosplays like a really good Iron Man, and if we could pay for his plane ticket, I'm sure he would be fine with it. That's why we need to make a Kickstarter so we can afford to do stuff.
There's another thing as well that we have not mentioned at all. You keep mentioning your film about Intractable, right?
Yeah, I can mention a little bit.
People don't actually know about it, so go ahead.
What do you want me to talk about?
We'll talk about it because it's obviously going to be a part of the universe, and if we talk about the sequel, we might as well talk about your...
Alright, this is going to take a few minutes, but it basically is, obviously, if you've seen the trailer, a much darker version of Spider-Man, but it's more about him overcoming apathy and ridding himself of complacency with that depression. And you don't have a supervillain, we don't have any of the traditional... plot points within a story, and it's actually just supposed to be a 30-minute film about the third act of a much larger story, so you don't get half of what you would expect. You don't really have any Spider-Man action until the end. It's more of a drama, but it's all about letting go, and that's kind of... It's in an alternate reality from Lost Cause, but it will be linked together in another
That's
world.
another thing I want to say as well. Your film is not a spin-off, but it is in a way. It's its own film, but it's connected to this universe, but it's not.
It can stand on its own 2 feet without you.
It can stand on its own 2 feet without Lost Cause, but we're having it as a spin-off, kind of, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a hard one, but whatever. What's the next one, man?
Alright, next one is Duro Cavon Ferris. He asks, if you guys are going to do Venom, how will you guys perform it?
No, I can't really answer that question.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to have to pass that one. Sorry, but that will just give away... It'll give away quite a bit, so I can't... Next one.
Right, next one is from Sam Tornaben, and he asks...
Tornabi or something like that, I don't know.
His last name begins with a T. Would we expect to see any other continuations other than Another World?
Nope.
No. I think after that's done. There's also a short film that my friend Tom Wallbanks is writing. But that'll be before Another World.
Yeah, I mean, You're gonna at least get 4 films from this whole little universe, so I wouldn't, worry about it.
Yeah, the thing about Another World is that the ending is going to be mental, and I mean, so much is going to happen in so little time that obviously there's thoughts of a third one, but we will never make it because you kind of get the gist of the end in a sequence in this.
Yeah, you already know what's going to happen in the
sequel,
end.
so there's no point. And also, we'd want to move on. That's the whole thing.
You can only make so many Spider-Man movies before you begin to hate yourself.
Mm-hmm. No, what's the next one?
Next one is on to the next post. So we got Michael Inamorato, and he asks, what is your opinion of the fan films or series that have been released before yours, and how do you feel about the new ones also popping up?
We gotta take a second for that.
Everyone answer that. Has everyone seen other fan films or?
I've seen bits of others, yeah.
Yeah, y'all can start, and then me and Joey will go last.
I mean, it depends. Fan films specifically about Spider-Man. I'm meaning to watch Peter's Web, but apart from that, no. But I've been watching other short films on other superheroes and all that sort of thing. Like there's that Joker short film that came out. That was okay.
That was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah. New ones popping up. It's always good to see films being made, if I'm honest. That's just nice to see.
I think it's a lot of them are breaking through now, and they're looking really good, and they're getting better every time a new one's released. Really,
yeah.
But they're getting better every time I see them. But I think ours really stands up with them, and I think other people are making some good ones as well.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Trev?
I can't really say that I've seen any others, but all I can really say is with the technology that we have available currently, it's probably some of the best work that a fan film can be made out of without going to the expenses of Hollywood, which we clearly don't have.
One thing I do like with a lot of fan films is that, like, most people like with ours, they don't realise that they're on a budget.
Yeah.
And like when you watch them, you're not looking at them as like cinematic masterpieces. You're looking at them as like their story and how they managed to get.
To be fair, you know, if people say, "Oh, it's not like Hollywood," that actually gives me. It's nice that people say that because it means it's up to some kind of standard.
You do well,
you know what I mean?
because you've not got the budget of Hollywood, but the story you've created is, if it gets the much respect, you have created something really good. If people respect it and like it that much, even though they're seeing all these big budgeted films, but people can come back and say how good ours is. You have to give yourself testament to how it's been, the story has been built and everything around it, kind of thing.
Agreed. Heath?
Oh boy. Alright, this is going to take a second. I appreciate every single one of them for different reasons. There are some that only aggravate me because of the people that have created them, that have egos, and it's like, you're dressing up as Spider-Man. What are you know, what is with the ego? We're all dorks here. Like, you don't have to pretend that one fan film's better than the other. I think I have a tendency of poking fun at them simply because it's just for good laughs, and a lot of them take it seriously. I'm not going to name out names, but certain people will complain about like the Fantastic Four reboot or all this other stuff, and they'll hate on all of these fan films, or not fan films, but like actual films being created by like Fox and all this stuff, and then like and they're not good. But then they go out and they make their little fan films, and they're jumping off of air conditioning units, and they're saying that their film is somehow up to standard with what like Fox Studios is creating, you know, and or they're at least implying it if they're not saying it directly. And then, you know, with us, we actually went the extra mile, and we made a swinging scene. We didn't just imply them with like people jumping off of air conditioning units, but we literally had somebody model Spider-Man and jump off a building. And, you know, I don't care what people say about the look of that thing. It's kind of the fact that we have one, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and say that ours is better than everything ever made. I mean, you can say that if you want to, but you know, at the end of the day, it's just a Spider-Man fan film, and you really shouldn't take it seriously. I mean, it's a passion project, but at the end of the day, don't, you know, chill. Yeah. Sorry.
There's two reasons why I made this. One, because I wrote scenes that I really wanted to film, and it was just amazing. I just wanted to make a story out of it. And the other reason is that I went on YouTube one day, and I watched a fan film simply called Spider-Man, and it was of this 8-year-old kid just jumping around, fighting loads of little Spider-Man villains. And I was like, that'd be awesome to do. And it's just amazing how an 8-year-old kid did that in his spare time, and I just got really inspired by it. So I love little fan films.
I thought you were gonna say
me too.
What do you say? I love fan films made from kids. They're the only ones I've watched for some reason because...
Yeah, like the one by Action Incorporated. They're pretty cool.
And I just love how much effort, time... They put the heart into it because they love...
Yeah, they make like little rhino costumes out of cardboard boxes. It's so cool. It's so cool.
And it was there, just like whacking him one, weren't it? I was like, Jesus, he's gonna...
Because
he's gonna be good one day.
Really... Yeah, it shows how much they care about the character, and that's so, you know, and that's what a fan film should be. It should show how much you love the character, not like, it's not about originality or quality.
Exactly,
it's just an example of your love. It's how you exemplify and express your love for Spider-Man.
So that's what I think of fan films. But there's some fan films out there that just do it for almost popularity.
For popularity, they piss me off.
They just don't know anything about the character or want to know anything, and just do it because it's cool.
Yeah, like...
But that pisses me off.
It's either popularity or they're just, you know... They're kind of projecting their insecurities onto the audience in like the most like obvious ways, and it's just really uncomfortable to watch certain fan films. I don't care. I don't want to get a Facebook message talking about how much of a dick I am after this, so I just don't want to name any names. But you know, if I have a few channels in mind right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's the next question, man?
Next question. It's Car Weekly. Weekly answered actual film, I think. In the scenes with Peter. So again, yep. Okay, right. Next one after that, Mason Parker. Is the composer in Lost Cause scoring Another World? And do you know you are the first person who inspired me to a Miles Morales fan film?
Oh, see, cool. That's what I love to hear. It's so nice when you say that. I've not asked Jascha or Yoshka, but
Jascha, not Yashka. God,
I'm English. That's what I do. I've not asked Yoshka.
I'm American.
I've not asked Yoshka, but I'd love him to be a part of it. Love him to be. And I think if we made Another World without him, I don't think it'll be the same at all. So if anything, I'd probably beg. Yeah.
Yeah, but the soundtrack was probably one of the best things about Lost Cause.
Yeah. I agree with that. Absolutely 120%.
Yeah, it was really good, to be fair.
Right, what's the next one?
Cinematographer.
Right. We got Avi coming back. What was the expected amount of views you expected the film to get, and was the received amount ample?
Oh, well, I think we go around everybody for that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, this is what.
Go on then, Andrew first.
When we started this page. I've said it like loads of times on the page, but when we started the page to talk about ideas for the film.
Oh yeah, we didn't know.
Yeah, and so when like we got 10 people liking the page, it was just what the hell. So like when we started out, then no, we didn't think anyone would watch.
I was actually going to try and delete it at one point because I was like, I don't want people looking at this.
Yeah,
and then
we actually did that.
Yeah, then people
going
came.
through the period. Yeah, and then
you said leave it for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah,
you said leave it. I was like, I don't want people looking at our stuff though, and you go, no, leave it, see what happens. Grew
overnight. We got like 10, and then like a week we got 100 or something. It was just ridiculous, and it's like, I don't want to say that. Yes, I expected loads of people to watch it because I didn't, but I mean, by the end of it, then I knew that there was going to be
Something.
a few people, some people had actually sat. I recognise some people on the page now who've been on the page for 2 years.
Yeah.
Still comment, don't they?
And they still comment and like the stuff, and it's
Yeah, that's really
ridiculous.
awesome.
I think we got 2,000 likes, and then we said, look, we should start recording something. We should actually make this.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was
because
crazy.
you came up with the idea of doing competitions to grow it.
Yeah. But then, that's it. It was really good.
Right, Joey, you'll back me up on my opinion on this of how like overwhelmed I was at a certain stage when it got to the end.
It was a month before, wasn't it?
I got completely wrapped up in everything, didn't I? Just how big it got.
The thing with you, Craig, I don't
It
think
just-
you took any notice of the film. You were just there as an actor, weren't you?
I was. It started, and you said you want to act in it, and I was always going to act in it, but I was never like
A part of it.
there. I was never there for all of the shoots, like Andrew as a cinematographer. That I was there for my bits, and I was happy to do my bits, but I was never like deeply involved, kind of thing.
Until
But and I never really kept track of how it took off. But it was weird for me because most people like Andrew and Joey and the main people involved knew how big it was getting, but I kind of distanced myself from it and just acted. So I didn't really know until late how big it was. And it got to a month before, and I just started looking at the page more. And I was just talking to Joey like, I can't believe how many people are liking this page and how it goes up every day. And obviously when it got released, the amount of views was just, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it was for a fan film. It was unreal.
it was unreal.
Yeah, it's 100,000 views already. It's pretty
100,000
insane.
views.
I'd already acted pretty much all of my bits, so when I realised how big it got, it kind of was like, oh my god, I should have done better or whatever.
I don't know if you guys remember it. There was one night, like a few months ago, where I think it was me, Jordan, and Joey in a call, and we were just refreshing the page, and every time we refreshed the page, it just went up another like 50 likes.
Yeah, that was really scary.
That was when we was trying to get to 15,000.
That was
Yeah.
when I was like, couldn't believe it, because I remember we were like when we were doing a degree and that, we just kept looking at the page go up like every couple of minutes.
It was almost scary on how fast it was
It
going
was
up
very
at some
scary.
points.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
Oh
it?
god, yeah.
But yeah, to answer the question, I was completely overwhelmed with how big it got.
How about you, Trev?
To be fair, I didn't really pay much attention to it until the time of actually where it started taking off. But I was always up for any filming, and I didn't really care what happened to my body even during the process.
That's true.
All I just took into every single filming shot was, if you break a bone, it'll come back stronger. So break as many bones as you want.
Jesus Christ.
That's Travis's logic for you.
Jordan, have you answered?
You are so hardcore, Travis.
Yeah, so hardcore.
I think when I first came into the project, it was already off. It was already setting off, and when I joined in. So when I liked this page and became admin for it, there was already a few thousand people liking it and talking about it. But when it just kept growing and growing, when we get into the release date, I mean, I'm one of the people who read most of the comments that people put on it. Just read them, and
I've
I
read
don't
every
really type
single
anything
one.
back. But
Sorry.
you kind of have to. It just shows you how much people care about your stuff. It's really great.
It is
But
lovely, isn't it? It is lovely.
I think when it got to when we were refreshing the page that night just to see when we could break the 15,000 barrier, I think for me that was when it just started setting out. But to answer Aziz's question is, how many people do you think would watch the film? I expected the 18,000 people that liked it at that point to watch it, obviously. But when I worked on the page again, and it's 91,000, isn't it? 91,000 people watched it. It's phenomenal, really.
It's scary, isn't it?
And the thing is, it's not just one person
very
watching
surreal.
it. They watch
It's a very
it.
surreal.
Exactly, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's always. If it weren't for you guys, I know it sounds fucking gay. If it weren't for you guys sharing and liking and literally commenting on everything, it wouldn't be where it is. We wouldn't.
I think as well-
It's lovely.
On the launch as well, when you see people having it on the big screen and watching it with a family.
Yeah, that's what really got me. That did. There was.
When you showed me that, I was like, oh
I got about 20 pictures.
People are watching me act with their family.
Yeah, there was 20 pictures, 20 or 30 pictures of people watching it on the big screen. Then loads of people on Twitter like taking selfies of it, like look, I'm watching.
Yeah,
and then there was 7 pictures with them with their family watching it. I was like, oh my god.
It's like at the weekend or something when you watch a film with your family. That was a big Hollywood blockbuster film. That was like what it was. Yeah. We were just like, what the hell's going on here?
Scary,
Yeah, it just shows that, you know, no matter what you do, you need to try as hard as you can because you never know where it'll go. You know what I mean?
What do you think, Heath?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What do you think, Heath?
It's a very surrealistic experience.
Heath, you've changed.
I'm not gonna be like humble about it. I knew it was gonna be huge. I just didn't. I didn't know when it was gonna blow up. It could have blown up a year after it was uploaded, but it's the highest quality fan film so far for Spider-Man ever made. There's ones for Batman that are just incredible. In fact, like half of the Batman fan films are amazing. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't get that. I don't know how like all the ones that, but like this is the most high quality one we've seen so far. It's obviously going to attract minus Eclipse, but we don't talk about Eclipse. Eclipse is the Spider-Man 3 of fan films. I'm just saying that this is like the most. This is a feature, you know, like a really long feature.
I think that's another thing that people don't get either.
Yeah.
It's a feature film.
About time.
Yeah, it was really long.
Most fan films are very short.
Yeah, I just knew it was with all the passion that you invested into it. It was obviously going to attract some attention. It could stop at 100,000 views, but it doesn't matter if it does, because that's still you've got 100,000 views. And that's pretty cool. You know, you can say, you know, I made a feature and it got to 100,000 different computer screens. You know.
Yeah, that is fucking hell. I didn't think it'd get. I don't know. I just didn't think it'd get 100,000. It's just me though. Because usually when you've got a Facebook page, maybe probably like 3/4 of us watch it or something.
You've always said that with YouTube, though, innit? Like a quarter of your YouTube.
So I literally thought we'd probably get at least 10,000. We got that on 3 days, didn't we? 4 days.
Yeah, something like that.
So after that, I was kind of blew away.
Got that quite early.
Felt a bit sick actually. I was like, oh my god, people are actually liking this and watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when it got big, I knew people were going to watch it, but the reactions, you didn't know what the reactions.
That's
were
what I was
like.
scared of more than anything. Yeah.
Because you never know. Like people, like obviously, not everybody realises it's a fan film, obviously, and all this, but the reactions were really, really good, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like you put your heart and soul into it. You spent like 2 years of your life on it, and
yeah,
you stayed up, sleepless nights, and you've done something that people are scared to do or even can't do.
Yeah.
People say bad things about it. It's just.
I mean, there's people in that film who hate to act, hate it, or hate to do certain things.
I picked it because you're my friends, and that's how I work.
Yeah. But that's the best way to work, really.
I had fun while doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely had fun while you were doing that. That was important. But yeah, God, what was I gonna say? Oh, don't do this to me, brain. Don't do this to me. Just talk over me until I figure it out.
What's the next one, Trav? Jordan.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Brad.
The next one, we've got a set of 3 questions. Hello, Brian. We have a set of 3 questions from Harry Taylor, and he asks, will you host another competition where we could have a guest role? What are your thoughts on Anti-Venom? And what are your thoughts on Agent Venom, a.k.a. Flash Thompson?
I think the competition thing's a good way to go.
I don't know if any of you know the comics or anything. I'm pretty sure you don't.
No, I do. I love everything.
I'm screwed with the other two, but I think the competition thing worked well in Lost Cause.
I'd love to do another competition. I really did have fun doing competition. So
I don't know when you two wanted to go with that, but I thought it worked pretty well.
So the sequel thing, I'll definitely use the competition again for something. But for Agent,
my thoughts on Venom.
Agent and Anti-Venom, I thought, whatever.
Anti-Venom. If you're gonna do Venom, you're gonna do Anti-Venom. That's how I see it. He's the future foundation of Venom, and it's just he looks cool. He's probably stronger than the actual Venom before he was consumed by Eddie Brock, and like And the thoughts on Agent Venom, I don't know. I think Agent Venom would have been better if he didn't have ballistic armor on. Agent Venom, I don't know if you know this, was Flash Thompson. He was taken in by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Could you imagine
and
Luke as
experimented
Venom?
on. Yeah, I mean, he's got like guns and everything, and it's just it doesn't feel anything like Venom. I don't really care for Agent Venom. He's kind of like a fan's wet dream, but he doesn't necessarily fit in the world that they created.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about anything about that. I'm not a comic guy. What can I say?
Yeah.
He looks more like a black Deadpool.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't fit for who he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the competition thing, I'd love to do another one. I did enjoy that. I love getting people. It's just I'd love to help people. I guess if I can put someone's name on it, I'll put someone's name on it. That's my thing. Next, man.
Yeah. Alright, next one is from Taqib Masood, and he asks, "Why aren't you guys in Hollywood? You deserve more as a director and a film." So as a director and a film producer, that's more towards you and Heath. It's not like anyone else worked on the film.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Thank you.
I guess he thinks I'm a film producer. I don't
As
know.
a question,
You got to start somewhere, ain't you?
start on fan films. Why not? Start on a Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
See what happens. I mean, thank you. That was very nice of you. Very nice of you.
You know, I'm gonna say something real quick. Always try to make as much as you can. A Spider-Man fan film, it doesn't matter how silly it is. Make it. Film it if you've got a good idea. Because Arnel Pineda, the singer of Journey, he was picked up off of YouTube. Neil Sean found him on YouTube. And there are people all over the planet singing covers of Journey songs, but they picked him. You know, so just always post on YouTube. Always try to get yourself out there. You know, don't be afraid to put on a spandex suit and pretend you're shooting a web.
You look terrible, but do it.
You look retarded, but
Yeah.
No, that's next.
Alright, next one is Nyla Bannister, and he asks, "Besides Spider-Man, what are your favourite characters from DC and Marvel?"
Hulk.
So that's a broad.
Go on then. Go on then. Everyone answer.
Go on. Yeah, Andrew, you go first, mate.
Hulk. just Hulk.
Just talk.
I actually have a thing for Flash from DC.
Have you seen the new TV series?
No, because it looks shit.
It does look
terrible.
really
very
bad.
Yeah.
But I just have a thing, like, it's just the idea that I don't know.
Does that mean you like?
I don't like the backstory or anything. Just the superhero itself just makes. But Hulk's the best by far.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
always Hulk.
oh god, yeah.
If anyone says anything that's not Hulk, then I'm ending the call.
There's going to be other people saying different things, actually.
No.
I'm going to say, I've always been an Iron Man fan, and I just like
You
it.
have been an Iron Man fan for a while, haven't you?
I just think his character, it makes me a comedy effect. Is just some of the stuff.
He's-
I think Robert Downey Jr. kind of is great. I think he's quality anyway.
It's just
playing
cool.
Iron
It's
Man.
just cool, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just a cool guy. I just think he's just a cool superhero. I like Batman as well. To be fair, been a Batman fan for a while.
Are you a Batman fan or a Dark Knight Batman fan?
Adam West Batman.
Because there's
It's okay to be a Nolan Batman fan and not a Batman.
because
fan.
Batman's
It's okay.
Batman's pow, get in the Batmobile, Robin, and live life to the fullest.
No, but I used to.
Yeah, and Nolan is like.
Nolan's like, I'm gonna kill everyone.
I like the dark stuff more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is with DC is that it's not the superheroes that are good, in my opinion. It's the villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
though.
Oh, definitely,
That's really, yeah. Joker.
Joker.
Shit, that is actually
stuff.
really true.
Yeah.
The DC villains are great. I would really agree with that.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man's mortal enemy, Green Goblin, he's probably the stupidest villain I've ever seen in my entire. I mean, really, like a Green Goblin who throws pumpkin bombs on a giant floating. Like, who came up with that? That's
YOLO.
almost as stupid
YOLO, yeah.
as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, and I'm not saying that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles suck or anything, but
They
you
do.
know whoever made them were on drugs. And that's how I feel about the Green Goblin. I have no clue what his purpose in life is.
I'd probably say Batman and Iron Man. But I used to, as a kid, I was. You lot probably don't know this. I was a massive Spider-Man
Would
fan.
you actually?
As a kid, my dad used to take me to see all the Spider-Man like when I was younger.
Good.
I'm gonna put in. I forgot Deadpool. I just love Deadpool.
I'll have Deadpool in there.
Jordan and Travis, what's your team?
Do you want to go, Travis?
I don't mind. Who's going to go first?
I'll let you go first, mate. It's fine.
Okay,
Ash
it's quite-
Ketchum, Spartacus.
every badass character in history. But this is quite obvious, but I'm going with Thor.
Yeah, I knew it. Why'd you like him, Chuck?
It's more to the fact that I know. Well, more to the fact that he's not really a superhero, he's more of a god. And so most of the facts that are based around Thor are based from the Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Because it's all based from the Norse mythology, I've looked quite a lot in detail towards what actually happens into the story. And there's about 50,000 ways in which any film can be made, but it's obviously going in one direction, which is towards Loki.
Yeah.
Which then makes it extremely obvious towards me because I knew what was going to happen in the Dark World, and I even shouted out in theater, "Oh, Loki's
That was such
dead!"
a shit film.
It was quite funny because it says Loki's dead. Shout in theater, "It's not
He
dead!"
was obviously not dead. It really pissed me off. Yeah, I was
Just
like,
because I know what happens. Yeah, Loki
I think Thor could be so much better than the making.
Yeah, I agree with that.
he could.
That's the one thing about Thor.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, Captain America 2 was fantastic, wasn't it?
Still haven't seen
Hey,
that.
tell you right
Still
now,
haven't seen that.
it is
It's the
so
best-
good. It is the best Marvel
probably the
film.
best Marvel.
Yeah, I will go there.
I need to see it. I don't know why I've
It's
not.
very good.
I don't think it's the best Marvel film.
Wait, are you talking about Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, whoa, yeah, yeah. That's
So good.
I mean, I hated the first one. That's why I've not.
yeah,
the first one. We
Yeah.
don't talk about that one. It's not that it was bad. It just wasn't anything near this level.
Jordan, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Favorite heroes or favorite villain? I mean, I'm not a very
favourite
big
characters, the
favorite
question.
hero guy. I mean, favorite characters is fine. Heroes wise, Thor obviously Norse mythology rules. Can't have that. Deadpool's awesome. Some of the X-Men like Cyclops and Nightcrawler are pretty cool, but I'm more of a big fan of the villains. I always prefer the villains to the heroes, especially with DC. DC's Batman has some of my favourite villains like Joker, and my all-time favourite's Bane. I love Bane so much.
Bane, yeah.
You hate the movies though, don't you? You didn't
Sorry?
like Bane. You didn't like Bane in the movie.
Yeah, they changed his story, and I didn't quite. Oh, they didn't quite like it. They didn't introduce his character with the bear that he used to have with the shiv inside it. It kind of they buggered it all over with it, but oh well. Yeah, Bane, Deadpool, some of the X-Men, Thor, Joker, blah, 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 blah. I'm a villain guy. Villains for life.
Yeah,
for me.
they are. They're more interesting usually, aren't they?
One thing is you have to stick with the
More
superhero all the way
interested to
through.
know about.
Just a
Yeah,
spoiler
that's the
for
problem.
Thor.
Here we go, Trav.
Spoiler for the final Thor films. Odin dies and Thor dies. If anything happens, they've changed it.
What a dick.
Oh,
Whose turn is it now?
You go, Heath.
Marvel, Hulk, DC, Superman. Superman is the personification, the modern personification of the King of Kings, man. He is the coolest motherfucker in the world.
See, it is English people.
No.
They're like.
No, he really, really is, man. And I'm not talking about the, like, comics Superman. I'm talking about just generally who Superman is. Like, Man of Steel is
I don't like him. Really.
Yeah, I hate Superman.
Everybody hates him,
Fuck
man,
Superman.
but he is so good. I love Superman more than I love Spider-Man, so.
I'm just going to put this out. Travis, Superman would still beat Goku.
No, he would not beat Goku.
Oh God, yes, he would. Why does everybody assume that Goku would win? Goku would do some like pussy ass shit and pull out the spirit bomb. I mean,
You're not understanding this whole argument. The argument behind it is they've never considered Super Saiyan 4 and they've never considered the Super Saiyan God.
You guys are such nerds!
Super Saiyan 4 is not even canon.
I have no idea what
I know,
What
that's
the hell is the
thing.
Goku?
Super Saiyan God is canon. That's the difference.
I've got no idea.
Consider that part of it.
Yeah, but it just looks really gay, you know? It looks like Taylor Finn.
And Superman does it in his tie spandex.
I like Spider-Man from Marvel.
Really? Shit.
Yeah.
Make a film about it, yeah? That's a good idea.
Nah, that sounds terrible. Who else do I like? I've always liked Shocker as a villain. Don't know why. And Scorpion.
I always like Shocker as
And
well.
Scorpion. I don't know what it is. For DC, I won't say I'm a fan of any of them, but I guess if I had to choose.
If you say Batman, I'm going to stab you.
No, I don't like Batman that much, to be fair. Or Superman.
Everyone always says Batman.
I'm not a Batman.
So annoying.
That's an odd one. I don't really know that much.
Disclaimer: I wouldn't actually stab
To
him.
be fair, no, I don't. No, I'm not a fan of any DC. I guess. Not that I don't like them. I don't know anything at all. I guess.
Well, you like Man of Steel, so you like Superman.
I like Man of Steel. I don't like Superman.
I'm trying to push him into Superman. He hates
Oh,
it.
come on.
No, I love Man of Steel. To me, Man of Steel is like the perfect film, but I'm not.
It really is.
It is.
It really is.
Joey, you better get that.
To me, Man of Steel is a perfect film. But I'm not a fan of Superman.
That was great.
Alright.
For Marvel, no. I'm not a superhero guy, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Is mayonnaise superhero?
I'm really weathered down from the concept of them.
Oh,
We've seen enough of them in theaters to get the point, and it's starting to get really annoying.
Yeah.
I'm more into my TV series.
Thing is, they've
Yeah.
been successful
Breaking
recently,
Bad.
so they're just taking over.
Breaking
Yeah,
Bad,
it's-
nothing will ever eclipse.
Oh,
Breaking
get out!
Bad.
Fuck off.
No,
Breaking
Breaking
Bad
Bad
is
is the
just-
best show.
The
ever.
highs of
Play-
anything visual.
We've
Play-
already discovered, Heath, that
clips
you have
of
the wrong
Breaking
opinion.
Bad.
Hasn't seen
Well,
Spartacus then.
Seriously, though, great show, but there's plenty of other shows that are better than it.
Spartacus.
Spartacus is the best show.
For goodness
What's
sake.
the
Focus is one of
next
them.
question?
Yeah, let's move on.
Next question we got from JWSD. Will there be a magic carpet ride scene with the two
Can I
Spider-Man,
ask-
Spider-Man and Another World?
Can I ask that question with a question of my own?
No.
What does WJSD stand for?
No,
No. Okay.
JWSD.
I would love a magically carpet ride.
Jesus, I want that so much. Now that's a question we will answer in the
might as
commentary.
well do it. That should
What's,
be.
what's the question?
Will there be a
Question
magic
is,
carpet
Craig,
ride in the
will there be
Spider-Man
a-
2?
Sounded
Will there
really
be what?
pissed.
Will there be a magic carpet ride in the second Spider-Man film?
Craig is so out of the loop.
A
we're
magic
getting an Indian
carpet
Spider-Man.
A magic carpet, like from Aladdin.
like from a genie from a lamp.
Yeah.
It's based because
We're having an Indian Spider-Man.
Yes.
I say go for it. I say yeah.
I also say that as well. Yeah.
I'm enjoying watching Craig's face
I've
just
already
contemplate
answered
this,
this
just
anyway.
like,
Yeah. Craig's like, what's the question? Because that sounds fantastic.
I'm just in my head. I've got Spider-Man just like webbing a genie lamp and just rubbing it a bit. And just
No, what
like,
it is, you'll be, you'll be in that stance like,
uh,
I'm having a good time.
yeah. Like 3 wishes. You know, I want a magic carpet. I can fly anyway, but I can
he
web
can't
anyway.
fly, can he?
Well, no, he can web. You know.
I think we
Now
should set the next Spider-Man film in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you do that?
What's the next question?
Where there are no buildings.
People are going to be very disappointed if we don't have a magic carpet
Next
ride.
question is from Elijah Hummel, and he asks,
That's a cool name.
"What is it like to play Peter Parker / Spider-Man? And will the black suit be the next fan?" As I played Spider-Man / Peter Parker, I could probably answer this best. It was horrible to play Peter Parker. it was very claustrophobic in that suit.
Hey, you could say it was a
But
tall order.
there you go, Joey.
Hey, Joey, I just want to ask.
Not really, because Joey.
When you were playing it, when you watch it back, is it cringeworthy, or do you just go like, "Oh my god, it was amazing"?
There's one bit I cringe at in the film. You know when I'm singing the nursery rhyme?
Oh yeah.
That cringes me a bit, quite a bit actually. Like more than anything, I have to mute it
See,
sometimes.
if you did that, you being the person, that would make you cringe as being the person.
Yeah, I really cringe at that bit, but I don't know why. I think it's because it's so awkward at the end when he goes, "Right, yeah, gonna turn it back now because it's a bit weird." And then there's a massive pause, and that's what really cringes me a bit. Other than that, though, yeah, nothing more. What's the question again?
What's it like to play Peter Parker?
Will the black suit be in there?
Right, Peter Parker thing is literally a dream come true. Because it's a childhood thing, isn't it? It's like there's things that you want to do in your life, and one of them is be a Spider-Man.
Be a Spider-Man.
Yeah. And so that to me is literally amazing. Don't want to go corny on everyone, but yeah, it was one of the best things I have done in my life.
Oh god.
I know, and playing Spider-Man is literally a whole new world because you get to be serious as shit one minute, hilarious the next minute, and also being cool and acting like an idiot, and it's really nice. With the black suit, no.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Was he telling us to hold on? Or?
Which one's going to?
Next question.
I don't know. So I just go to the next question. Reese Toon Alman wants to say, how did you actually make the film, and what spurred you on to make a film about Spider-Man? And finally, how did you make the special effects that were used? Well, I can answer the last part. We used magic.
Actually,
What we
Hang
did
on,
is
hold
have
on.
a genie lamp who had 3 wishes.
Yeah, there we go.
I can answer the first two. We made it via cameras and computers.
Yes, that's true.
Basic shit, yeah. What's the next question again?
What spurred you on to make it?
I've already answered that, and that was because I had a few scenes in mind, and also there was a little kid that inspired me. And the third one, Heath needs to answer.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
What was the visual effects like?
Oh, that was
Exhausting?
Hold on. Let's go back to the whole will the black suit be a part of the next movie? The black suit is a part of my film, so if you're looking for the symbiote suit, you're looking at my film.
Actually, you should mention what it's like to be Peter Parker as well.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Well, you're going to.
It's very bad. Sometimes when I was working on Hero, I would wake up in the middle of the night having nightmares about Uncle Ben getting shot, as if he was actually my uncle, because I method acted. I method acted for about 3 or something years on this character, so I know him a lot better than some people, and I've taken him to a much darker place than most people. So I know what it's like to feel that dread that he goes through. You know, when he experiences pain. I know how to be snarky like him, so I'm kind of a smart ass because of that. You know, but it's been a lot of emotional baggage for me. Joey's is more of a fun, fantastical version, and you know, if Peter Parker existed in the real world, you'd see my Peter Parker, not his. Not to say there's something wrong with Joey's Peter. I'm just saying, you know what I mean. If he truly existed in the real world, he just wouldn't be a happy guy. So
you should have seen Craig's face about the whole of that.
That was deep.
What was the question again? Oh yeah, visual effects, exhausting.
Good answer though.
It wasn't really all that exhausting. It was just a lot of, you know, hey, when can we get this done? When can I get that done? It was like, you know, and a lot of it was kind of a puzzle to figure out sometimes, because like I had to get it done pretty quick. You know, like sometimes I'd give him like 8 shots in a day, and that's a lot for one person to be working on it. But like sometimes he just wouldn't. Me and him would have no clue what to do with the sequence, like the sequence in the tunnel where he's running through that broken building and the fire is chasing after him. I mean, that wasn't planned to be what that was. They at the spur of the moment found that whole little tunnel sequence at the end, and we're like, you know what, let's shoot there.
Yeah. Also, the bit where I slammed Jordan to the wall.
Yeah.
We could not think of anything to do there, and it literally took us about. It was literally about
2 days.
7 months to try and figure out what happens in it. But
Well, it took us 2 days to put it together,
it's 2
but
days
yeah,
to put it
7
together, so
months
that's
to
7
just
months
sit there and go like, what are we gonna do there? Don't worry about it right now.
Yeah.
So
That was
just
odd.
worry about the next shot. Don't even think about
Yeah,
it.
that was odd. What's the next one, man?
That's it.
Is that it?
Bedtime.
Bedtime, yeah, Jesus.
Burn.
Fantastic. Bedtime. Right,
Okay.
I want to thank everyone for joining on the commentary and questions. Love you all. Mwah.
Yeah.
Also want to say a massive thank you to literally everyone who watches the film and likes the Facebook page. And I hope you're excited for the second one. And the spin-offs. Bye-bye!
Take care, guys.
Clouds of light, bright blessed day, the dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
7 now, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself.
She could have worked with me. She wouldn't get the part. Just no, I don't mean that, because if she doesn't get it, I feel really bad now.
I know, and she'll find out, you know, today, because they stay on the.
So there, Joseph Weber. So, here we were, just walking down the dark alleyway, and we see this guy. What are you doing?
Making a film.
Oh. Yeah. What kind of film?
A Superman fan film.
Superman?
Yeah.
I thought it was Spider-Man. With the outfit, I mean...
Spider-Man?
Okay.
Then I'm going to be in pain and I'm going to go in there and hit him because I see him. Or hear him. Jesus Christ, that was scary.
Like interview thing.
Oh, look at the sexiness now. And who are you?
I'm Night Rage, I'm the bad guy in this film.
Night Rage?
No wait. Is it? Actually, I'll demonstrate. I'm Nightshade, I am the bad guy in this film, and I'm not even in costume yet. I'm going to be fighting Spider-Man, or Joey, and probably dry humping him a bit.
That's nice.
And then obviously you might be here sliding in. Yeah.
So lonely.
He's going to slide on.
Oh. News just in. We have Batman here. Batman, not used to running so much. Batman needs cardio.
What do you need to get going? Shot slightly, don't you?
Yeah, well, I can move to feet into just somewhere else.
I'll try and stand about central in between.
Hey. Gangster. We like to film next to high class bins.
Ooh, baby, please don't go.
Same line.
Baby, please.
I can't understand what they're saying, but I know what it means.
Love that smile you do. Right.
When you're a bad guy. Get prepared. This shit needs to be prepared. you need to put the makeup on. So basically, you need to rub it all over your face like this, and just go like that, and then a bit more like just there.
Sorry?
It's so boring.
Now you told me it's rubbish, I just can't watch so much.
It's about that whiny punk ass Carl.
So kinky. Do you want a hand?
If you like one. I love Jordan's like, I'd hope, and I'm like, oh, film it. Not too tight, it makes it bleed.
Yeah, I don't want to take your perfect skin.
Apparently my skin's quite soft.
My skin's quite... What are you touching, man? Touch my girth. Leave my girth alone.
We need some very detailed action here.
Okay. I'm very deft with my fingers, I am. See, the good thing about being bad guys is we all stick together. And we all have to make sure our outfits are perfect. So if our outfits are not perfect, we're not union as one. If we're not union as one, we're not really good villains, are we? No.
I'm like Switzerland, I'm just neutral in all this shit.
Well, you're the cameraman. You don't have a part in this shit.
Wait, I have a part. So, hi.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Come here, you faggot. I'm slowly waiting for it. I'm gonna have fucking 10
when. 3, 2, 1, now.
That just didn't work out, did it?
Oh, hey there. I'm Rhino. This is my ranch. Now don't look at it yet, it's not done yet. I ain't built it yet. But it's gonna be my ranch. And hang on, spider.
What's she doing?
What are you doing, love?
Yeah.
Twerking. What would your mother think?
3, 2, 1, recording action. The way he steadily moves on to camera. The wild Spider-Man has obviously lost a fight. He's in dear pain. Now, some property hunting with Craig Ellis and Andrew Miles. Some here will actually lie down and accept death, defeat, yet some will fight back at the turn of a phone call. They just need the courage of another person's voice. As you can see, he's found that courage.
So what scene have we just done?
I don't know. Soon this is going to be me. I'm going to look sexy in that leotard.
And Joey's actually started to do the work rather than what we would.
So this is why he's director and we're just bumbling idiots. I can't even say it. The camera. The camera.
So many drunken people everywhere around today.
Right, so we need Travis and Jordan here. I'm talking. Okay, now you do your line.
No, the line.
Do it again. Oh, you ran into Spider-Man. Oh god. Alright. You know. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a Spider-Man can. Spins his web around Jordan.
Yeah.
Catches thieves, just like I'm doing now.
So getting
Look
off on
out! Here comes String Man.
String Man. Tire. Come on.
I'm getting really dizzy.
All the way up the guy's legs.
Yeah, just everywhere, man. Not around his legs, just his arms.
Who is ass?
Oh, I can feel it. I can really feel it.
This whole thing is going in.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was recording. I think he's taking pictures.
As soon as I get out of these ropes, I'm so going to rape you. What are you doing? I don't want to be like a yo-yo and spin round now. But I'm just going to vomit.
Oh yeah!
Andrew's on his knees. Where he belongs. Again, a fucking butt shot. I'm not even trying anymore.
You had the attitude and everything.
Record him.
Yeah?
This. As you can see, it's just
female spider. The Spider-Man is very confused with his surroundings. This is his natural habitat, yet he does not know where he is. He seems to be both at home with the cobweb. Oh shit, he's not actually a spider. Oh god. Now he has weakened his defences. No, he is oblivious to the incoming man-bear big, which lives everywhere. It is true that he does have a good ass. That ass is fine. It wobbles as he walks. He seems to be startled by something. Maybe it is the hologram which will be edited in later.
Who are you and what are you doing tonight?
I'm Andrew.
I'm Jordan.
Oh god. He's scaring me, I don't know where he is. I can't see him either. So that was a manly spook.
Classic Spider-Man reaction.